Never finish. I don't know how you people sat through all of that. Oh, God, like, who cares, you know? There weren't any balloons, no flags. Like, who cares anyway, you know? And that other guy talking in gibberish. I mean, could you understand a word he said? Oh, give me a break. God almighty. Oh. Besides, how many of you think we ought to cheat on this anyway, huh? Come on. Come on. I mean, we could disguise the missiles in buses or something. I mean, this is America, man. Ingenuity, right? We could disguise the suckers in buses. Just drive them all over the cities of Western Europe. Blow up some dummies. Give me a call if you think we ought to cheat on this, huh?
Here's more with WFLA's Bob Lassiter.
Oh, gross soul. I mean, I didn't think they'd ever finish just going on and on and on and on. I'll bet many of you thought you were listening to the Old Farts Talk station, huh? I mean, that's only Old Farts Talk. Oh, God, the gibberish. Give me a break. Well, in any event, we still have an hour and a half to go here to finish up this baby. How are you supposed to have ratings when you have this kind of crap on the air? You know what I mean? Oh, who cares, you know? I'm supposed to get ratings with this kind of junk. Whoa. Oh. Gross me out. Anyway, we got an hour and a half. We'll just go to open phones. God, if there's anybody left, it's enough to drive you back to music radio, you know? Whoa. Vinny. Well, let's talk about Vinny Testaveri, huh? You know, I really think he's the answer. What a great game he had Sunday. 369 yards in the air. Scored a touchdown. Whoa. I just loved it, didn't you? And Coach Perkins, he's doing good, too, don't you think? They're going to make us proud here in Tampa Bay. They're going to make us so proud we're going to forget about all this kind of junk with weapons and, Gorbachev. Grief. Why doesn't the man have some surgery or something done on that head and get rid of that stain? Oh, lordy. Well, let me give you the telephone numbers. 990-9352. 990-WFLA. That's in Hillsborough County. If there's anybody left, I certainly don't blame you for not being left. In Pinellas County, 461-9352. 461-WFLA. Probably have a lot of old goats in Pinellas who listen to that kind of crap. That's, you know, they get into that kind of stuff. They're not really hip and with it. Okay, what others? Oh, we could talk about all. Do you really think the Bible is relevant in the world today? I mean, come on, you know? Give me a break. The Bible's not really relevant, is it? You can give me a call on that. Homos, you know, do you think they should do you really think that, do you think that homos should be allowed to engage in all of that disgusting sex? I mean, you know, sticking a weenie and, oh, God, and it's gooey and, it's just such a mess. I mean, I know it washes off, but, I mean, I really think they ought to stop having disgusting sex, don't you? Give me a call on that one. Or we could talk about, would you vote for Geraldine Ferraro? I mean, come on, would you vote for Geraldine Ferraro? Hey, give me a break. Just how big do you really think Jacob's thing is? Huh? Just how big do you really think that sucker is, huh? Gosh, it was Jacob who called, don't you? I sure do. You can give me a call on that. Let's see, what else could we talk about? Hey, don't you wish we'd bomb Libya again? I mean, don't you really wish we'd bomb Libya one more time? What the hell? They can't fight back, right? Sure be fun, wouldn't it? See it on the television. Am I too fat? Why don't you give me a call on that? Think I'm too fat? Think I should go on a diet? Yeah, it's one of the things we could talk about this afternoon. Why do you think my wife really married me? What do you think I got on her, huh? I must have something on her. Okay, you can give me a call on that. Poor people. Why don't poor people just go out and get higher-paying jobs? Did you ever think about that? Why don't they just get higher-paying jobs and then they wouldn't be poor? And those minorities, why in God's name are they always bitching all the time? You can give me a call on that. Hey, wouldn't it really be neat if we didn't have to pay any taxes? Do you like to pay? Why don't you give me a call on that? Do you like to pay taxes? Phone number is 990-935. Well, now we can get back to real radio.
You asked why your wife married you. You obviously are not this obnoxious off the air, or else why is she staying married to you is the question.
Would you like to know?
Yeah, I'd love to know, because I know you're going to come up with a fantastic answer.
Because I'm great in bed.
Oh, is that what
I make that woman scream and beg and plead and sweat.
Well, that's a good answer, but question number 2, are you as obnoxious off the air as you are on the air?
I mean, really good in bed. And on top of that, I do all kinds of other things in bed, too, besides just the usual.
The question, though.
Well, what's that now?
Are you as obnoxious off the air as you are on the air?
Far worse.
Oh, gee, that blew your show right there. Bye.
Bye, Cat. Hey, Cat.
Yes.
Would you like to see how great I am in bed?
No, because I don't think I could stand it.
I'll bet you couldn't either.
Bye.
Make you scream and holler and sweat, Cat.
You think so?
Oh, I know it.
Well, I guess.
I get off at 4 o'clock. I could be over there in no time flat.
Oh, well, what can I say?
Cat had a hard time hanging up the phone. Wonder who helped her dial.
Doing one thing, and that's discuss this ridiculous thing that's going on today. I couldn't even watch the news today because all...
Oh, I wouldn't want to trouble you with that, Jim. Mercy me, no.
So...
I thought we'd talk about, how great I am in bed. Jim hung up. Guess he's not great in bed. Let's go to David in Clearwater. Hi there, David. You're on the air at WFLA.
Yes, I just thought I'd call in, and I'll agree. I think too much emphasis has been put on the Gorbachev and the treaty and everything.
Oh, great. Let's not put any more emphasis on it then. Dan in St. Petersburg. Hi, you're on the air at WFLA.
Hey, Bob.
Oh, yeah, Dan.
Hey, I'm just calling because I'm kind of embarrassed that the Russian First Lady is better looking than the American First Lady.
Uh-huh.
I just wondered what you think about that.
I don't think about it at all. Neither woman does much for me. Rick in Tampa. Hi, you're on the air at WFLA. Rick is the newest member of the Subhuman Pig Club. Such is life. I'll give out the telephone numbers again. County.
Bye now.
Take care there. And that dog, Bob Lassiter. I think maybe you split out during that horrendously boring thing with Gorbachev and Reagan. I certainly don't blame you for it. Let me bring you up to speed as to what we're talking about this afternoon. First of all, we are asking people what they were doing when, that awful stuff was on. I personally was cleaning my toenails. Then we're also talking about Vinny Testaverde. Do you think Vinny's really the answer? And what do you think the Bucks record will be next season? Yeah, we're taking people's guesses on what the Bucks record will be next season. Of course, we're also discussing Jacob and how big his thing really is. I think it's about 3 1/4 inches myself, and that's probably being generous by at least 1.5 inches. Other issues that we're tackling today, the Bible. Is it really relevant in today's world? That's always a great issue. Homosexuals, do you think they ought to stop engaging in disgusting sex? Huh? I mean, come on. Oh, give me a gross. Geraldine Ferraro, would you vote for her today? Would you vote for Geraldine today? That's another topic that we're discussing. Also, my wife. Why do you think my wife really married me? I know that's a real hot topic in the area. And I just thought we'd give you a chance to discuss that one today. Why don't poor people just get higher paying jobs? Yeah, hey, did you ever think about that? Of course you didn't. That I might throw in, do you think we ought to cheat on that treaty, whatever they call it there, that they're working on in Washington, those two guys up there? Do you think we ought to cheat on it? Let me give you the telephone numbers.
We've been listening to you here at work for probably 3 months now, and we can tell you're really upset today.
Yeah, I really am, Karen.
Well, what is it?
That's because I struggled for 1.5 hours on a very momentous day, talking to just a handful of people who felt sorry for me because I didn't have any calls. Mm-hmm. So I thought that, we'd spend the rest of the show talking about the things that this audience really likes to talk about and, not trouble them with other things going on in the world. Hi.
I think you're right about Jacob.
You think I'm right about Jacob? Okay.
About homosexual.
Yeah.
Are you messy?
Am I messy?
Mm-hmm.
You want to find out, Gail?
No.
Well, then why do you ask?
Because you said homosexuals are, and I just want to know.
No, I didn't say anything. I just asked a question. I said, do you think that homosexuals should stop engaging in disgusting sex? Because disgusting sex is so messy.
Oh.
Well, what do you think? How do you feel about that, Gail?
I don't know.
You don't know? Don't you think about homosexual sex a lot?
No.
How come?
I don't care about it.
You don't care about it? But come on, it's so disgusting.
I know.
Well, then you do think about it.
No.
Oh, come on, Gail, you can admit it.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on, Gail, you can admit it. You know it's disgusting, right?
The only thing I think about...
You wouldn't have known it was disgusting if you hadn't stopped to think about it, right?
No.
Oh, come on, Gail, you're fibbing to me. Oh, Gail hung up. Pity poo. Zeke in Tampa. Oh, okay.
I think it's long overdue.
Okay.
I think it's long overdue with all this. Now, I don't know. I just think that these conservatives that are going against Reagan right now, I think it's awful.
Do you think that angels have sex organs?
No. Angels are heavenly bodies. Why would they wouldn't need anything like that, would they?
Well, I thought that people and angels were created in God's image.
No, angels were not made in God's image. No, they weren't.
Well, then how do they go to the bathroom?
They don't need to. Why would they need to?
Well, they eat.
They do eat. Have you read that in the Bible?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have. It does say so in the Bible. There was a passage in there talking about a little luncheon. So obviously angels eat.
Well, maybe they.
And if they don't have any way of getting rid of it, they just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
They look like you
must have some way of getting rid of it.
Oh, okay, I see.
So I guess they do have sex organs.
Well, they just might.
Or maybe a rubber tube or something. I don't know.
Could be. You never know. That's about it. I guess if you didn't have any more questions or you couldn't remember, and it's Libya, the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is overdue. I think we should blow these people up. They're a bunch of savages over there.
Blow those Libyans up.
Yeah.
Read your Bible and blow them up. That's
right.
Okay.
Well,
get out of here, you old bag. Take that. One line open. Rick in Tampa. Hi, Rick. You're on the air, WFLA.
How you doing, Bob?
Oh, great.
I was just wanting to talk to you on a few of your issues.
Oh, fantastic.
First-time caller.
Great.
I think I was listening to the news where they were talking about all them blacks throwing rocks and bottles. And, they need to do a few other things to change them areas.
We should cheat. That'd be kind of neat, wouldn't it, Rick?
It would be kind of neat.
God, cheating on it. Oh, I tell you, just gives me goosebumps thinking about it, huh? I bet it gives you goosebumps thinking about cheating on it, too, doesn't it?
Yep, I'd like to be there.
Boy, I tell you, just hiding the real missiles and blowing up dummy ones, that'd fool the old Ruskies. Oh, God.
Somebody told me that when you were a baby, that you were so ugly, your mother fed you with a slingshot.
Oh, give me a break, Rick. You old kidder, you. Okay. Is that about it?
That's about it.
Okay, I hear you scratching yourself there in the background, so we wouldn't want to interrupt you for the rest of the festivities there at your house. Let us go next to Betsy in Largo. Hi there, Betsy. You're on the air at WFLA.
Good afternoon, Bob.
Oh, yes.
Bob, would you please do a monologue on Reagan and Gorbachev?
This isn't the request line, Betsy.
Developed this, what would you say, where he could say who was going to be king and who wasn't going to be the king, and et cetera, et cetera.
Uh-huh.
Bob, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Well, I called to seek your wisdom.
Oh, okay.
I seem to be cursed with the same blight as you. I have this innate ability to please women.
Oh, I tell you, it's a curse and a half, isn't it?
I know, it's rotten. And we've been getting some complaints, my girlfriend and I, from the neighbors, the screaming and the carrying on.
Oh, I know about that.
And I was wondering, how do you maintain that optimum level of sexual pleasure without inhibiting your partner and not getting the police knocking on the door?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
That's what we've been leaving out?
Probably.
Well, we've tried oil and KY and all those other
mayonnaise.
Things. Mayonnaise is what does
Mayonnaise.
Okay, well, I appreciate the input.
Hey, think nothing of it, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's too bad, Bob. I don't agree with you hardly ever. And it's really too bad that, the conversation didn't go the way you wanted it today. But I think maybe the station and the programming and the WrestleMania radio has caused that.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. Well, you probably won't want to listen, so but the fact of the matter is, you tear these people down for years and years and years, And nobody wants to talk to your station about serious things like that.
Oh, not a soul.
They want the gunk.
Right.
Sure, it's sensationalism. That's what you're going to get, man. That's what you've built up.
Uh-huh.
You have.
Uh-huh.
You're sitting there. You don't listen to anybody.
Nope.
And you wait and you lure the personal attacks in.
Uh-huh.
What do you expect? What do you expect?
High ratings, Steve. High ratings. Mega numbers, baby. Mega numbers. Big bucks.
Yeah, how long is it going to last?
Oh, until I'm ready to go someplace else.
How long can you keep doing Neil Rogers' shtick?
I ain't doing Rogers' shtick.
Come on, you've done Rogers' shtick since you've been in Tampa Bay.
Oh, that's what you'd like to think, but it ain't true, is it, Steve?
It ain't what I think, baby. It's what I know, because I listen all the time to him.
Well, if you listen all the time, then you know what Neil's doing, and it's not what I'm doing.
Give me that blue plate special thing again. That'll get you called, won't it?
Hey, sure, lie through your teeth, Steve.
Who did it first?
Who did what first?
The blue plate special. Come on.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, blue plate special, jerk.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Want you to recognize your name when I said jerk?
I'm sorry, I thought you were playing with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Now, was that the best you can do when somebody criticizes
Then why'd you say, are you talking to me?
Huh?
Then why'd you say, are you talking to me? You recognized your name,
No, I
Steve.
thought you were doing yourself in there, Jack. How's that sound?
How's what sound?
You can't do anything original, so consequently you take it down the garbage pool.
Can't do anything
original. And when I hang up, you're going to go through your vibrations. Can't you take it? Can't you come up with something original?
What's that mean, Steve? Go through my vibrations.
Yeah, right. You like that word too, didn't you?
What's it mean, Steve?
Wouldn't know. That's your department.
You have nothing on your mind, do you, Steve?
That's it, baby. That's it.
Right.
But I want to hear you
why
after
you listen to this show.
I want to hear you after you hang up when you invite the garbage calls, and that's what you get, and you can't handle them.
I can't handle them, Steve. I'm doing beautiful with you, baby. What are you talking about?
Why don't you do something that has a little originality? Why don't you do something that has a little thought?
Hey, Steve, this is the most original thing that you could possibly deal with, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, well, you shouldn't talk while I'm talking then, Steve.
I couldn't hear you either.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, well, that's a great conversation. This is the way you've taken your program.
Hey, Steve, it's your call.
You got it.
That's right.
And I got you for about 3 minutes, and you didn't hang up. I can't believe it.
Uh-huh.
That's all I wanted, Bobby.
Hey, Steve, I never hang up on a live wire like you, baby.
That's it. And I want to hear how your lawsuit goes, of course, against your station partner there, and against the other commentator.
My lawsuit against my station partner.
Sure,
You're
Jack
a very
Ellery.
confused man, aren't you, Steve?
Jack Ellery's your partner.
Very confused man.
Very confused, right. I want to hear all about your lawsuit.
I don't have any lawsuit against Ellery.
Oh, you said you were going to.
No, I didn't.
Or Shanks.
You don't know what in the hell you're listening to, do you? You're a very, very confused man.
Yeah, I know it. That's good. That's good.
Okay, hey.
Okay, Bob, hey, it's really nice talking to you. Keep up the garbage, man.
All right, baby, because I know I got people like you locked in. You're on the air.
Yeah, I'd like to just say that regarding to your last caller, that if his wife gave him a little more, maybe he wouldn't have to take all his hostilities out on you.
Whoa.
I think you're great, personally.
Well, thank you, Brenda. You think that's his problem? He's not getting enough, huh?
Yeah, I think that's his problem.
Well, you're probably
right.
right.
You're getting, he wouldn't have all this hostility.
Well, I just don't understand with all of those other intellectual talk shows that the man could be listening to. He chose this one.
Well, I just called to say that I think you're great, and I bet you're great in bed.
Thank you, Brenda.
If his wife gave him a little more, he'd be a lot happier.
I think you've hit the nail right on the head.
All right, you have a good day.
I'll do my best. Bye-bye. Let us go to a perturbed Chris in Palm Harbor. Hi there, perturbed Chris.
How you doing, Bob?
Fine, thank you.
I got to give you credit. You over WPOP are much more intellectual. The guy, whoever it is, Tim Cole? Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so. Jim Cole, something like that.
But I regret to inform that after this negotiations talk with Reagan and Gorbachev, it's a very important thing, especially in the United States, everywhere in the world. Why would you resort to talking about your sex life over this situation?
Oh, Chrissy, baby, let me explain it to you.
I'm disappointed that I have
do you want an answer? Do you want an answer?
Yeah.
Well, it's very simple, because people are far, far more interested in Lassiter's sex life than they are in the treaty.
I wanted to touch on that.
Well, be careful there. Mary might object.
No.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Just because there are very few people that wanted to talk about a major issue here in the United States, does that mean that we have to resort to turning over to WPLP to listen to a less intellectual person over you, which I know can do much better than he can?
Well, baby, I'm just here for the numbers. I'm not a teacher.
I know you're here just for the numbers.
Not a teacher.
Hey, but Bob, look at you. We got 50,000 people here versus you, and we want to hear some information. We know you've got it.
I know. I'm trying to give it out. About
how big Jacob's ding-dong is. Who cares?
Well, probably about 49,995 of them.
I listen to you every day. I've never listened to WPLP. And I have to turn over because I'm interested.
What can I say? You know, Chris, I'm just here.
Come on, Bob. I know you're looking for ratings and everything, but give me a break here.
Well, Chris, I might ask where you were 3 hours ago.
I've been listening to your show all day long.
I know you've been sitting back waiting to hear what everybody else had to say so that it would entertain you.
I've been very busy today, let's put it that way.
I guess everybody is today, then.
Yeah. When he arrived here, WFLA was the only live one, or your news and information leader. What about that?
Well, they're not my words.
Here.
They're not my words. That's right.
Seriously, Bob, I really don't care how good you are in bed. I want to hear about what you think about Gorbachev and what the public thinks about Gorbachev.
Well, seriously, Chris, people are far more interested as to how good I am in bed or virtually anything else than they are in Gorbachev.
Very few.
Oh, you're quite wrong, Chris. You're quite wrong. Just because you're interested in it, Chris.
They're in for it. That's just what I'm talking about. The people who are calling are not interested.
That's right, and they constitute the overwhelming majority, Chris.
No, because you have not. Because you show complete. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it, and they know your personality, and they know if they call to try and talk about it.
No, Chris, don't put words in my mouth. It's not a matter of I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to sit here and pull teeth and listen to people who feel sorry for me, the same tired old voices over and over again, mouthing words. That's what it amounts to, Chris. I'm not going to sit here and beg people to think. I'm not going to sit here and beg people to care about their lives.
No,
if people want to talk about Jacob's ding-dong, hey, that's cool with me.
You've got a 50-50 population out here. Half of them are sitting back just waiting for someone like me to call up and get you to change your mind. I wish for the next half hour.
You're right. I've got people sitting out there just waiting for somebody else to have something to say so that they can either sit there and nod in agreement with them or shake their fist at the radio and say, oh, that jerk, and just let everybody else entertain them.
Are your plans not to do it today but to do it tomorrow?
No way.
No way.
Nope.
For the next week,
I gave it my best shot, baby, and I am not going to sit here and beg people.
For the rest of the week, you're not going to talk about what's been happening?
Nope.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Where the hell you think everybody else is going to turn to? They're going to go to PLP. Anybody who's interested.
All 12 of them, that's right. All 12 of them, and I'll have everybody else.
Yeah, right. All 12 of them. All 12 of us idiots who want to go over there and listen to some information. And the idiot over there talking about information has no information to give us. So what kind of discretion do you give us?
Well, Chris, I just really hope that you'll think about that the next time I'm stupid enough, the next time I'm a sucker enough to try to talk about something relevant in the world.
Well, that's just it. You're talking about something relevant, and because a few idiots don't want to, and what are you supposed to do? You're a public service here in a way, Bob.
Whoa! No, I beg your pardon. I am not a public service.
In a way, you are. You give us information, and you give us a public appeal of the overall everything.
Chris, my phone is absolutely jam-packed full. There's one line ringing.
I know. And you tell us when you talk about your personality and you talk about personal things like this and that and this and that and this
in the first hour and a half of this program, Chris, I had 1 or 2 calls at a time, and they were people who felt sorry for me.
And they wanted to talk about Jacob. Everybody around.
No, Chris. But in the first hour and a half, they were the people talking about the treaty. 1 or 2 at a time.
I know.
The old regulars.
All regulars. Yeah.
That's right, Chris.
Most of your regulars, you realize, are idiots, right?
No, most of my regulars are not idiots, Chris. Don't put words in my mouth.
No, a lot of people that don't call or can't call have an opinion, but are very intellectual. And they'd like to hear
I can't do a two-way conversation program with people that don't call. Can I?
That's true. That's true. But those of us who can't or have something else to do, let's put it that way, don't give me a crap about have something else to do, because a lot of us do work and a lot of us do have things to do when we're not working.
I know. All the people that call to talk about Jacob work too. And isn't it amazing how they can find time to take away from their busy schedules to speculate on Jacob.
Today I've been looking forward to this for a month, to listening to you on this station about after the first talk, because I knew it was going to be programmed live. So why would you waste your time talking about Jacob, or how good you are and
Chris, I've already explained it to you twice, and like I've already said once in this conversation, I'll say it twice in this conversation. I hope you remember that the next time I'm stupid enough to try to talk about a relevant topic.
My mother always told me to look out for educated fools, but this lady has no education. She's crude. And, Bob, I think you are, too. And why do you use such bad language on the radio?
Which kind of bad language did you have in mind?
Well, every other word almost is damn or hell.
Oh, pity-poo.
Well, now, you can pity-poo me all you want to, but that's my opinion, and I've got a right to it.
Well, you certainly do.
I certainly
Just like
do.
your nose.
What?
Just like your nose.
I've got a right to my nose, too.
That's
it's a very
true,
nice
no matter
nose.
how
it's a very
much
nice nose.
offends
How about
people.
yours?
Fran in Tampa. Hi, Fran. You're on the air at WFLA. Hello, Fran. Fran once. Fran twice.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Well, that's great.
If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
Well, thank you very much for that helpful advice.